Okay, boys and girls, this is the second part of Wednesday's lesson. What we're going to do is very, very quickly talk about what is an adverb, and then I'm going to give you the next task for you to do. Well, actually, the first task is already here. First thing is, which of these words is an adverb? Some of these words are adverbs and some of them aren't. So have a think about what they are. Pause the video and welcome back. Now, an adverb is something which describes a verb. It describes how a verb is done. So, for example, if you are walking, you could be just walking, but you might be walking quickly or slowly or rapidly or quietly, etc., etc. So, therefore, what you've got to think of is, could you put one of these words in front of a verb and then see what it sounds like? Okay, now the idea is to choose a really easy word, a verb rather, like walking, or let's try it with eating. Okay, so the man was quiet eating. Quiet. Does that make sense? Quiet. Of course it doesn't. So therefore that's not an adverb. The man was quietly eating. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So therefore that must be an adverb. Remember, if you can put it in front of a verb and it makes sense, then it's an adverb. Right. Restful. The child was restful eating. Restful. Now remember, you can't just say, oh well, if it's a different word it would work. It's that word. Is that word an adverb? Restful. The man was restful eating, and of course that doesn't make sense, so no, it's not. And then this one, okay, let's have a look. The man was explosively eating. Does this make sense? Well, if you say no, it doesn't, because you don't explode when you eat. Well, you might explode if you ate so much that you couldn't hold it in anymore. And certainly it can describe a verb, so therefore this is an adverb. Okay, so let's have a look at your task. Here we go. Hopefully you should be familiar with this page by now. If you've got any more volcano words, then put those in. If you've got any more of these words, put these in. But particularly, oh, sorry, and adjectives, missed those. So, put as many of these words in as you can, because the more you've got, the more choice you've got when you do your writing on Friday. But particularly today we're looking at adverbs, so put as many adverbs in as you can. And remember, we're thinking about volcanoes, we're talking about what happens when they erupt, so therefore we're thinking about things like loudly, and fatally, and things like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's the end of the lesson. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.